Are insurers inadvertently or deliberately jeopardizing your repair quality? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Airing of Grievances. I'm Eric Reamer. That's Robert Grieve. And as always, it's a privilege to have you with us. Rob, happy Saturday.
To you, my dear friends, happy Saturday to you. It's great to see you. Thanks for tuning in and hanging with us this morning.
Absolutely. July 2025, Fender Bender Magazine has this on page 8, an article written by Peter Spotts. And the question is, no, not the question, the statement is, how insurers jeopardize repair quality. We found this to be a fascinating article, and Rob, I'm just going to read the first part of it because we'll probably get at least one, maybe even two more videos out of this article.
Out of the whole article, yeah. There's lots of things said that you need to be aware of.
And it's not a long article, but listen to this. Insurers are not bound by the same consumer protection laws that collision repair shops must follow. And Erica Eversman, a lawyer, from the Automotive Education and Policy Institute, stressed the importance of knowing how insurers try to get consumers to circumvent those laws and put repair quality at risk. During a May Alliance of Automotive Service Providers of Illinois webinar, Eversman explained how repairers in Illinois must accurately represent the repairs the car needs. Insurer estimates do not matter, and repairers must get consent from the consumer before beginning work. Quote, it would be a violation of consumer protection law for a repair shop to say you need an entirely new motor when that's not the case, and all you need are your brakes replaced, she said. Eversman explained two main tactics insurers use to interfere with the estimate process. They tell the consumer to give the repairer the insurer's estimate and tell the shop to perform repairs per the estimate. And they attempt to dictate repairs without liability by trying to control costs or denying pre- or post-scans that would be negligent for the repairer not to perform. It's illegal in Illinois for the repairer to do so. The repairer must prepare their own estimate. It must get the consent from the consumer, she said. We've had problems particularly when the insurer has agreed to an initial amount and the consumer comes back with additional damages that the insurer didn't put the money aside for. She said insurers can dictate repairs if they accept liability for first-party repairs, but they don't want to dictate without accepting the liability. Eversman also warned about insurers directing consumers to direct repair providers that offer faster repairs and a, quote, guarantee on repairs. But all shops warranty their work. Eversman said insurers promote DRPs as top quality participants, but they are often the lowest common denominator to save on costs.
All true.
Rob, there's a lot there.
And that's just a small piece of the article.
Just a third of the article. But I'm telling you, when you brought this to my attention, I read the first paragraph and I looked up and said, wow. Right? I mean, to sit there and really nail how insurers are literally jeopardizing the quality of the repair.
Yeah, and when we talk about quality, it could be just the appearance.
Sure.
Color doesn't match, panels don't fit properly, so on and so forth.
Yep.
Or it could be safety.
Structural.
Could be structural, could be ignoring the electronics and the advanced driver assist systems that are involved in the repair.
Yeah, you're not only risking the possibility of them putting on sub or inferior parts, but they could be skipping over entire procedures. And the challenge with this, we used in the article, they used a direct repair partner or program. And we talk about that a lot here on the channel, right? Mm-hmm. And that is a partnership between a body shop and an insurer. And that partnership basically cuts you, the consumer, out of the accountability factor.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
So now the body shop, who should and is legally only accountable to you, is really beholding to the insurer because of their partnership. And basically that partnership says, we're going to give you lots of work as long as you repair the vehicle the way that we write the estimate.
As cheap as economical as possible.
Yeah, you're being generous. You're being generous.
Well, let's go back for a second, because the
Sure.
playing field is not even,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because the insurers operate under a different set of rules than the repairers do,
Yes.
according to this. Isn't that what it says?
Yes, they do. The insurers have no liability to the repair of the vehicle. Only the shop has the liability for the repair that they perform.
Now, I have found the one exclusion to that is if you take your vehicle to one of their shops at their behest. If they recommend the shop and you bring it to their shop, then that warranty they talk about,
Yeah.
well, that's not only the shop's warranty, they're stacked on there also warrantying it.
So if and or when, and we see a lot of when, that partner shop cuts corners per the insurer's recommendations, and you discover through a post-repair inspection that is an independent person looking at your vehicle after it's been fixed, and they find faulty or missing procedures,
Just not repaired properly.
right? At that point, the insurer's liability is that they will say, just bring it back to the shop and we'll make them do it again.
But you don't have to go back to the shop. So when we get a post-repair inspection in that is ugly, and here's a picture of one that's sitting right down there right now.
Yeah.
I don't call the shop. I call the insurer. And I don't have the guest call the shop.
Right.
I have the guest call the insurer that stood behind and said, go to this place,
Yeah.
and represented it as a good place that's going to do a quality job.
Yeah. Now, if it strikes you as a little bit odd that you should listen to the insurer, go to their partner shop, get the repair, what's the word? Abafanguld, and then go somewhere else or back to the same shop. If that seems a little odd, it's because it is.
It's designed.
Wouldn't you like to have the repair done right the first time?
Especially if it wasn't your fault to begin with. You're running down the road, somebody rear ends you, your life has changed as
True.
far as crap that you're going to go through.
Yes.
And this person is a perfect example of that. I'm not going to get into all the details, but you'll see by the picture that there's a few things that are issues, and it's industry standard repair.
Industry standard. We made a video about that a long time ago. We're going to throw that video in the link right above here, as well as down in the description box below, so that you can check it out after you're done watching this.
So the insurer, they have a different set of rules, and let's just talk plain English. They're governed by, in Colorado, Title 10 laws.
Yes, state statutes.
Whereas repairers are under the motor vehicle law.
Yeah.
And they have certain obligations to you, the consumer, like writing their own estimate and repairing the vehicle based on their own estimate and what needs to be done.
Yeah, only one of the entities is legally bound to give the proper estimate.
That is correct. And the estimate you get from the insurance company is a tool to settle the claim.
Did you say the estimate or the adjuster?
the estimate
Okay, sorry.
written by whoever they decide, whoever they hire, whether it's staff
Yes.
or a third party.
I got confused with adjusters who might be tools as well. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. The estimate is a tool.
Yeah, the estimate is a tool to get you settled,
Yeah.
because insurers do not fix cars.
Right.
They settle with money to get the car fixed.
Yes.
And a repairer that says it needs this and this and this, and here's the supporting documentation from the OEM
Yep.
that says it needs these things. The insurer that says we're not going to pay for those, or the DRP shop that knows they're not going to pay for them and doesn't even put them on the estimate, that's a problem for the shop.
Yes, it is.
It's not a problem so much for the insurer because they're playing on a different set of rules.
Right.
But it can be, but we got to get legal involved and
And then
all
you've
the
got,
rest of that.
Then you've got David and Goliath, right? Because they've
Yep.
got all the money and all the resources and all the lawyers, and they can delay, deny, and defend.
Yep.
As long and hold their breath longer than you can.
Yes.
So, those are the things that are going on here. And again, this article is about where Attorney Eversman is located in Illinois, right?
You'll find similar laws in every state.
Right.
They're going to say the same thing. The verbiage might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But there's going to be protections for you, the consumer,
Yeah.
which the shop has to abide by.
Right.
That doesn't say in there that the insurer has to fund that.
Right.
But if they don't fund it, well, then there are some remedies that can take place.
You said something before we turned on the camera, and I want to just kind of draw attention to it for a moment. You said that settlements are a function of the insurer's estimate.
Yes.
They're paid off of the estimate
That they prepare.
The insurer's estimate.
That is correct.
And if the insurer's estimate is flawed,
So then is the settlement.
so at the end of the day, if you take your vehicle to a shop and they present their estimate because they're the only ones bound by law to do the proper repair, and then the insurer only offers 70% of that money, I'm pulling a number right now, at the end of the day, it's not the shop that's driving up costs, it's the insurer who's saying you and your repair don't matter.
Right. Here's the thing that you must understand as a consumer. The estimate the insurer writes is generally prepared by people that are not repair experts. The repair experts are the people that are fixing your car.
Right.
Presumably, and we all want to think that it's the case, centric to what the car manufacturer wants it repaired.
And your safety.
Yes. And the safety of your passengers and the safety of the people that are driving around you.
Right.
Because if something happens with your ADAS and it forces your car out of the lane and you hit somebody else, could be injuries, could be anything.
If your wheel falls off because it didn't torque it properly, which is a thing,
It's a thing.
that's bad for everybody on the interstate or the highway. Rob, there's so many things here that we've got covered. I think we've covered most of what we wanted to say today.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, folks, check the moral compass. Check the ethics of the repairer and of the insurer who is tasked with one mission and one mission only, and that is to fund the repair
That is it. Properly.
properly. to return you to pre-accident condition.
The way it was just before the accident.
Yeah.
So I've stressed in many, many videos, I'm going to do it again today. You have to be an active participant. And it sucks. It sucks. I see so many people that are going through such pain because they're in an accident not of their own fault.
Right.
The insurer does not want to repair it the way it should be repaired.
Right.
And is just drawing a line in the sand saying, no, we're not going to pay anything more. Well, in order for me to fix it properly, we have to do these things because I am legally responsible for it.
Right.
And I am the repair expert.
Yep.
And whatever shop you bring it to is that repair expert. Pick the right repair expert. Be involved. Stop down and say, hey, can I see where we're at in the process? You may not know anything about it, but take pictures.
Yeah.
They may come in handy later on down the road when something maybe looks like this.
Yes.
Well,
And I'll take it one step further. We say it all the time here, but you need to know what your policy actually is. And you can go proactive on that in a couple of different ways. We've talked about, purchasing riders for original equipment manufacturer parts and glass and all of that. But on top of that, get your policy, your complete policy. Hi guys, sorry about the interruption. We realized just as we were filming that section of the video that our microphone had died, and so we decided to just cut it off right there. The point that I was making there in that last section of the video was make sure that you get the complete, full policy sent to you. Normally what the insurer will send you is your cards and your declarations page, which is basically a Cliff's Notes of what your policy covers. But it is not the fine print. It's not the language. You're looking at a document that's probably 60 or 70 pages long. And so ask specifically for that policy in its completeness to be sent to you. And don't take no for an answer. Explain to them, I don't just want the declarations page. I want the complete policy so that you have the information that you need to make informed decisions. We're going to cut this off right here because obviously the technical issue that we had. I think it's been a very valuable episode, and I hope that you agree with that. If you would leave a like and a comment below, let us know that you saw it and that you stayed all the way through to the end. And we are genuinely thankful. On behalf of Rob and myself, we're thankful that you have taken time out of your day to join us for ours. We will see you again next week on the Airing of Grievances. Happy Saturday, everybody.